already recorded one video about this. I may as well link this here. I hadn't really started doing as a tipping video as such, and I think I put one in for this now. But for the WF Championships, I gave 9 people, and it was close to one. I mean, I 150 or to one, all of 150 to 1 plus. I felt overpriced. I nearly had a victory there with Paul Lim getting to the final. So the other 8 didn't get to any actually to quarters before them. But legend Paul Lim did brilliantly there to get as far as he did. Bashir McGurk was a deserved winner of that. So just go through now to add to my previous video. As you can see here, the draw, I'm going to say 12 month averages. There might be a week or two slightly out of date because I haven't looked in a week, but I doubt there's much change there. As I've said, there's some strange things about the Dark Oracle where data has come from, countries separately. So actually, England at 15, on the as sort of almost like a player. So Michael Smith's down here with his figures of 17, actually 16, and whoever the 16th is actually 15. I'm not actually sure what 16th in fact is. I'll have to look. I'll actually look that up. James Wade, in fact, that he'd be actually 15, and everyone else is saying would be one higher below those figures. So we'll go through the start group here. The top 6 players to go: Comito, Kenny, Bunce, Humphries, Wayman, Van der Barneveld. Humphries wins this. I can't see Humphries not actually getting through here. He's easily the best player of all of them there. Barney's not as he was, rest of of course, and rest of them aren't good enough anyway. Interesting, I was actually at a darts exhibition last week at the Fed in Gateshead, and I was just going to the toilet, looked at someone, I think in a t-shirt or a darts shirt of somebody. I'm not one of the people there. I don't think who was there. It was Martin Adams who placed Ray Mardle, who couldn't make it. The family issue was Nathan Aspinall, Luke Humphries, and John Henderson. I think it must be someone in an Aspinall shirt was going down with the thing. I thought to myself, well, you don't look like Aspinall, as he wasn't. I did actually see Aspinall and Humphries over the distance I was going. I didn't have this sort of VIP ticket, just a normal ticket. I was going to a toilet and I thought, just found someone in a Luke Humphries shirt, and looked up, and then it was Luke Humphries himself, the world champion. And he's acknowledged me friendly enough, and he's just thinking, oh my God, he's seeing me thinking, oh my Lord, you're Luke Humphries. Where with a bodyguard, clearly, someone has gone with him just to make sure he's okay, rather than anything else, and make sure no happens to him. But Humphries gets through to the next round there out of those 6. And the next group, I've said already, I think what Tamina's actually average 95.01 understates him. There's arguments, I can't see White getting through. Whoever he played, I found very far. He's in terrible form. Plays, I'm not quite sure is good enough, or he's in reasonable form recently. Well, the best for him has been a long time. Wade, I'm saying, is Wade's it a lot. He's not his tournament though, and I genuinely think actually what Amina, in fact, gets through out of those 6 players. Next 6, Suter, Goddard, Razbek, none of them are good enough. Suter, you would have been a couple of years, 2 years ago, maybe Suter had chances. Bunting versus Diamond Boulder. Bunting, good form. It's made to form slightly towards the end of the year, not quite as good as it was earlier on. Great work of Pro Tour, kept losing fouls. Which video I couldn't remember. He lost 5 Pro Tour fouls, actually 6. A number of us had injury problems. It's a tough video with 2. I don't see anyone else getting to play those 2. I think will be playing each other, and Bunting edges it in my view. Then you've got next group of 8 6, Scott, Rob, Woodhouse, Largan, Hetta to Decker. Robert Largan not good enough. Hetter's TV form has not been good enough. Semi-final in the UK Open is his best. He's beaten going as well with TV, but he's never really yet shown a TV form. And two people like Dave Chisnell, they never seem to show it. Mike Decker, best form he's been in his life. With the Grand Prix win. I think the Decker, out of those 6 players, gets through. It says it's not impossible. Scott's not impossible, but I think the Decker's just got the best form. Next 6, Michael Sherrick. I love Ian White. He showed in the first round, and you won't get that far. I was talking about Sherrick playing Littler, so setting Twitter, as I still call it Twitter, exploding. I mean, I'm not bothered about that. Every danger person there's actually is Rich Edhouse. It's the best one he's ever been in. Of course, the European Tour, European Championship win. But Littler, I don't see the guy not. I mean, I think he's through 06 easily. Of the next one, I did say the next six Joyce Labanowski, Sulovic, Campbell, and then we've got Noppet and Searle. But Labanowski wasn't the player he was. He's just proved me a bit wrong here by winning the Super Series, £25,000. I still will think Ryan Joyce will edge him. That's really a tiny game I expected. But to Campbell. My view, Joyce has chances against Noppet and Searle. I wouldn't write him off. He's the best one within quite some time, Ryan Joyce. I think it might be the first time he's ever been in the top 32. And Noppet's he's not quite was in 1K opening strong player, and I say Ryan Searle's CV form's not good enough. I found it hard to call between the three of them, actually. I think Joyce may be the outside of the three. In my earlier video, Noppet possibly most likely to get through. I'll hold to that. So Noppet, I think, gets through out of 06. Then we've got Scott Williams, Nicholas Springer, Ricardo Petrescu, Zhang Chen, Rob Cosio Ravine. Scott Williams, as I said, has better TV as previously, has better run with TV. It's a hard one there. Rob Crossrow, he's something really decent darts record video, in the tipping video I saw. Saying, can you be underweight as a world champion? Well, probably is. And then, well, have you ever heard of John Part? I mean, the only player to win the world championship, I think, for 3 different venues. Lakeside, Sirius Tavern, Ali Pally, definitely underrated player. I think Rob Cross, if it got the same as last year, and Rob Cross of 06 is the one for me. Cameron Mesler, Gates, Martin Lukeman, Nick Kumar, Nathan Aspirando Gilding. Gates Kumar aren't good enough. Menzies, can he do it? Can he get through to all of those? I think he can. I think he's the best form he's been in his life. He's never quite yet totally on TV, starting to show TV form called Spanish partner. I just it's so, but I don't think we'll be playing each other. So he's left look like great. So it's just a complete shock defeat there. Aspinall's had injury problems. Gilding, I love Gilding as a person. He's a lovely guy. Or you killed him last year, but I don't think he's good enough at the minute. So if I'm looking for a player, I'm going to Cammy Menzies. It's famously, I lost his chance a couple of years ago, lost his chance for a tour card. He went to the toilet for, frankly, a shit a long time. I missed his call for his game. And actually, therefore, was disqualified for his match. And therefore, couldn't get his tour card. He got it the next year, though. Next lot, Kevin Van Duwitz, Noah Van Leuven, Ritter Venstra, Alex Toiler, Michael Smith, Christopher Tyski. I have no idea. Tyski's not good enough any other minute. He's out of form. Smith's badly out of form since we were champions. It's been very disappointing. I think he's still most likely one of this group. He's a very lucky draw, in my view. In form, Smith, I think, for this one of that draw, he needs to get to, I think, probably to quarterfinals to have a serious chance of retaining his tour card, retaining his top 16 place, rather. Next 6, Stephen Burton, Alan Mertz, Carol Sadler, Chet Ryan, Griffith, Chris Dobby, Josh Rock. I think with 3-4 non-seeds aren't good enough. Dobby's great, average and ground to be great, but since we're doing Masters, his form's not maybe even the best. And certainly he has to recover from what happened last year, falling up against Rob Cross, losing 5-4. That's astonishing. Josh Rock hasn't kicked on, so to speak, and had a great first year, but the last 2 years hasn't been quite so good. W's day's brilliant, I have to say. I was saying in my earlier video, I saw him when we Premier League when he beat Michael Smith. I give you to Dobie in that one. Next 6, Mickey Manson, Tuma Go-To, Florian Hempel, definitely Duran, Johnny Clinton, Darryl Gurney. Mickey Mouse is the best film he's been in ever, I have to say. I was very surprised to see how well he did recently. I wasn't convinced of him. I am now. Hempel has some days been good. Fitzwan was very good in the past. I mean, Tuma Go-To, I have to admit, I don't know. All are decent players. Clayton's not as good as he was. Gurney, Darryl Gurney, I never will. I went with his BJO days, and I just didn't like him as a player at all, frankly. Amazing career he's had since then. It's a hard one, this one, because Manson's got good recent form. Clayton can still do good stuff. It's a different one to call. I'm going for Gurney, but I'm not convinced of that one at all, frankly. It's good to give a few chances for that one. Next group of 6, Kim Hyberts, Keen Barry, Wesley Nyman, Cameron Caluson, Gavin Price, Joe Cullen. Wesley was a talking horse in this one. And at one point, he equals the odds with Michael Smith in this group. And I think that's overstating it. He did lose all his 3 games in the last time, despite putting down over 100 averages. Averages do not win games. You can run for an 88 average and win is better than 105 and losing. And I think he might he's got to still get through the first round. You never know what Kim Hyberts can do. So, sorry, I'm misreading this door. Old age, I'm missing your door here. Okay, Hyberts can actually, I think, could have a chance of getting in price. I'm misreading your door slightly, sorry. He's got a chance against Cullen. I'm not sure who wins this. I think Hyberts has a chance on his A game. Hyberts can actually go for all of these 6 players. Price, if he just turns up and does anything, I'm looking at this still. Cullen's off form badly, and in the end, I'm on form. Gavin Price. Gavin Price, who wants it, should win this. His form's not been good. I'm not sure. I'm going to Western Lyman. I'm going to just find out he does qualify, but I'm not convinced one little bit there. Next group of 6, James Howell, Jim Long, Chris Lamon, Yok Yin Lee, McLaren Goen, Brendan Dolan. I don't see 4 seeds really threatening anyone here. It's Van Goen versus Dolan. Dolan brilliantly last year. Creating shocks to quarterfinals. I think Van Goen not to play what. I also I feel about Van Goen underachieved the World Championships, and he's only winning 3 of them. But I think he does enough to go, and I'm not sure he's going to quite play he was last year. His personal average is a bit lower than it was. That's not group. Jefferson Graf, Russell Sweeting, Jim Williams, Patrick and Breeder. Jim Williams is a great shocks. He's a decent player, but I think it's Anderson or Smith to qualify here. Was this better than he has been? He won the championship a few years ago now. Seems to go down the rankings and played well recently. I think Guy Anderson has enough here. He's back loving the game, and so I'm going for Guy Anderson. Ricky Evans, Gordon Matters, Neil Zonovan, Robert Owen, Dave Chisholm, Gabby Clemens. I wouldn't absolutely write off Ricky Evans here. He's back in going back rankings again. I mean, being 2 years in a row is very lucky, being top 32 and playing Van Goen twice he won't go over season 1. Chisholm's TV form has always been a disappointment. His best back even to a lost to video final to Martin Adams. I love Chisholm as a player, and he had some great results, fantastic results in the COVID year against Van Goen or quarterfinals and annihilated him 5-0. I'm looking. I don't think I'm actually thinking of betting on Ricky Evans here as the rank outsider. I'm wondering actually, maybe I should look at that. It's a hard one. Gemlin's in form since he got to semis last year, 2 years ago, hasn't been good enough probably. Evans is interesting there. I'm going to go for Chisnell though. Then Willie O'Connor, Dennis Levin, Callum Ridge, Roman Give back as I butcher his name. Dimitri Vanderbilt, Martin Schindler. Gwidge is totally off form. It's now not top 42 anymore. Really, his terrible hairstyle as well. Now, that's from me speaking. Willie O'Connor found some decent one recently. Schindler Vanderberg. I think Slevin and Romeo aren't going to be good enough. I'm not sure here. Vandenberg, maybe we can open winner. He's having decent record here. And the end, I'm going to go for Dimitri Vandenberg. So here now are the next round. I'm going to be looking at last 16. Humphries, what I mean, I think is a good run of this tournament. I, however, cannot see him beating Luke Humphries, so Humphries is for this one. Bunting to Decker. Decker's obviously won a major, but he technically hasn't. The Masters wasn't a major when he won it, which is now a slightly different format. Peak Bunting, especially at the start of the year, and his protocol, I think 80 is it, so I'm going for Bunting. Littler, I think, is going to be too strong for Danny Noppet. Of course, Cammy Menzies. I think Walcott's got a saying semis last year. Menzies, one issue also with Menzies, like him Hybrid, he gives a bit too much of a hockey. You know what you get with Cameron Menzies, and I think he needs to. I can't say calm down to his personality. It's something difficult for him to do that. But you wonder how much his nervous energy he'd have towards the end of a tournament if he keeps playing like he does with his mostly non-show all the time. But I think Walcott wins that anyway. Now, this is a one which is going to be difficult to call. Marcus with Chris Doby. I say Doby has to have to that issue against Walcott being blue, frankly, just to get to the semi-finals. Smith is off form. Hard to call. I think going for Doby. I think Doby will edge that one. It's going to be a tough one to call there. Gurney Nyman. This is where I say Nyman's got a very kind draw here. We play Gurney's a decent enough player, and I'm going for Nathan Nyman. I'm not saying he's an awful odds of the championship, but I still think he's got some tough times to play. Even though we're not the world's best players in terms of form, but like I said, the Battle of again, I said what a match that will be. That'll be probably the most watched match of the entire round. One match, if it happens, one match, most match of the tournament until the fourth round. And I think I answered the cake fish. He's the best averages over all year of everybody, ahead of even a little on Humphreys. He may not have stamina for, as his age, he said this, and I agree that he might for a entire tournament and go just isn't on football than he was. I'm saying he's still on Team World Championships. I think Anson takes it. Again, it's a different one to call that one. And equally, it's going to be hard to Chisholm Vandenberg. And I think I like Chisnell, but I think Vandenberg has that record of a tournament. He got in semis last year. So I think of Dimitri Vandenberg. So I think Vandenberg will in the end take that one. So we've got the next round to do in a second. I was just checking something. Yes, I just checked what I said about Scott Williams. Yes, I think I said he was going to Scott Williams. Williams could get. I'm not watching him off doing another great tournament actually, and getting through to far again. I think of course may edge him though, but it's to be tough. So we go to the next round. Humphreys Bunting. I mean, I'm not going to be such a shocking person here and say I'm going to say anything different. Humphreys, I think, wins it, but it's going to be tough to call. Same Little again, yet again, playing Rob Cross. I can't see a different result from last year on Littler's form. Doby Nyman, I think. I'm just going to Newcastle, tell me my way man Geordie accent, of course. I just happen to live in Chesney most of my life, that's why I don't sound like I'm in Geordie. That's not why I go for Doby. I think Doby just does it. I think he just this is where Vessel Nyman takes on a player who's in good enough form and finally ends his run. And Anderson and Vandenberg. I think Anderson takes this one. And then you've got Little Humphreys. I think Humphreys should be favoured for the entire tournament. I don't understand. I didn't understand before the Players' Championship why Little was favoured to that and to the World Championships. And even after Humphreys has beaten Littler, why on earth Humphreys Littler's still favoured? I mean, he's a star person. One of the personality of the year. I'm not whether he should be the youth one or the main one. I'm not sure really. But Humphreys, I think, should be the favourite of our tournament, and I think he wins it. And Guy Anderson, Doby. Is this where Doby finally gets that breakthrough? Is it one match too much for Guy Anderson? I think it may well be. I'm going here for Doby in the final. Humphreys versus Doby, and Humphreys will win the tournament. As I've written here, I'll do this later on, I had forgot about what my only bet I made in the first round actually. And that is as a 13-2 when I made a bet for Zhang Chen to beat Ricardo Petrescu. Petrescu, see, the business averages is that he's surprisingly low. The player was pushing a top 32 week not that long ago. And you look at his form, as I said in my video as well. His Euro Tour form is really what gets him. His ranking is not his Pro Tour form, which is certainly quite a lot weaker. And I think he may just not. He's not travel well. There's a very well-known racehorse, never interested obviously, racehorse called Beef Salmon, who's top quarter in Ireland, brilliant horse, and just dismal in England. And that was not quite that bad. But I think he also he had about falling out of Littler as well. I just wonder if he could get a crowd in his back. I did write this, and then someone was saying, that's a fair point, actually. We've got a lot of German fans who are buying tickets. I actually looked to try and buy a ticket. As I said earlier, at some point, the only time I've ever been down to Pally was the 4th round 2022. And I was thought I might try and do so. And it just was, the PDC handled the tickets as absolutely atrociously. In fact, it was quite an embarrassment. They didn't sort of do set with people saying you should have sent an email link. It just immediately sold out. And bots bought the tickets and maybe end up in not German people having a ticket. But still, I think of 13-2. I'm not sure what it currently is. I don't know if there's any dip. I haven't checked in a few days. So I certainly think the only bet I've actually made. I did think Scott Williams is value against Nicholas Springer, although he's Sporting Life video. I think there's people saying Springer's actually a very good player as well. So that could be a tiny to maybe first round match when I thought it might be. So maybe not best value. I'm just trying to find the odds on Petrescu. Still 13-2. Yeah, so Tutsku, which I don't know what the odds on Betfair is. I'm gonna look at that as well. On bookies, it's 8 Petrescu each one on. Zhongzhou Chen 13-2 on. See if Betfair's not doing anything different here. Look, won't know why Betfair's not doing very good. Oh well, yes. Apparently, I was not listening all the games originally when I was. I wonder why I couldn't see it. Right. Yes, what I was saying. Basically, because there's not lack of liquidity there. Actually, I think I've got my bets actually on with them. So it's it's like a large gap. It's 6.2 through to 7.8 back in South Chen. So I think that's a one bet. I think I'm not saying he will lose. I just don't. I just think 32 is I think a very good price on his opponent. Now, in terms of winning the tournament, I've got a series of ridiculously outside bets. In fact, I hadn't actually backed Dobie. It's only after doing this video I looked, have I backed Dobie? And actually, he's the shortest price I've backed. So he's all on Betfair, 50 currently counting, including £1 stake, 54-1. So yes, that's of the others. I've got money on. We'll wait till less extent. And some of these are based on what I've said here. So there's no reason not to back. Dave Chisnell, 119-1. Dimitri Vandenberg, 139-1. Aspen, 139-1. I'm not as convinced maybe there was now of that bet. I'm not sure his injuries are holding together. Van Duvenbode, 179-1. That is if he shows some form. He gets some form together, he can be a threat. Danny Noppet, 229-1. Same reason. I mean, chances Schindler is not a bad part of the draw, but a minute if he's a 239-1. Gurney 239-1. Ryan So 269-1 if he can. His form enough on this sort of thing. Cammy Menzies might just put an extra £2 on that actually 49-1. In fact, that's pretty normal money on. We don't. There's only money, isn't it? And Scott Williams, I have to say, I think is massively overpriced. If he finds form, 709-1. If he shows he's not a Pro Tour player, he says this himself. Willie O'Connor, 749-1. He's won recently actually in the Pro Tour, and I mean, looking at huge odds here, and I'm right my outsiders, and I think he's got chances. One Joyce, 849-1 his chances. Andrew Gilding, 899-1. He's part of this stand like Gilding, possibly. But if he's just he gets the confidence, he gets going, he might have a chance, but he's not because he was. But that's why he's in 1991. It wasn't really good. We wouldn't have moved this last year. And they're definitely just 1991. Suddenly back to form, got for qualify. If he gets together, he's a good player. He'll need to get together. There's one of these players like Hybrex, for example, I'm betting 199-1. If they get it together, they made it pretty got good points in a row. He was both very good players. In the past, Luke Woodhouse 9-1, chance nearly winning a major this year. Mickey Mansell currently 849-1, good form recently. It's worth. I would say got a couple of quid on him. Ian White 999-1. God knows why. I like Ian White personally. I think that's part of it. much as anything. You turn Van Gogh over a brilliant performance and a terrible performance the next round. I mean, he's 999 to 1. It's £2. It's not going to banquet me. I think that is it. I don't think there's anyone even more staff. You could actually get more than 1,000 to 1 of some of these players, actually. If you look on Odds Checker website, you can go actually. I'm big dubious of how many markets you're looking at. They're trying to charge you. Whereas many places and look, some of these, you just bet first maximum 99 to 1. Some of these are well over 1,000, but I'm not touching those players. And of course, when I mentioned him, I completely forgot about Ricky Evans, and I was just checking something. I forgot to talk to him about him at all. Yeah, 939 to 1. He'll be a star, whatever he plays. He's a great character, Ricky Evans. His averages aren't too bad. His draw's not too bad, so it's worth a few quid as well.